In this video, I'm going to explain how recruiting for the NHS works, how you can apply. The information in this video typically costs thousands. I'm going to show you everything you need to know, and we're going to go through the whole concept, what you need to fill in, how you need to apply, and what you want to recruit for. So why would you recruit for the NHS? The NHS is, I think, the 9th biggest employer in the world. It is not just healthcare. They recruit for project managers, IT staff. Being the biggest employer, they got everything: drivers, porters, you name it. We'll go through it and we'll explain. The first thing I want you to do, all the links will be in the description. Go on to the ethical recruiters list and I want you to fill this in. It'll pop up with a form to fill in. Fill that out. It's good practice to be on this. Not necessarily you'll be approved for it, but 9 times out of 10 they'll say, yeah, you're good enough. So what is a framework? How does it work? So the NHS have what's called a framework. So different organizations run different frameworks. And what it does, it has a pre-approved list. So if you're on the framework and you want to recruit for your local hospital to supply nursing staff on a temporary basis, what it does is they don't have to vet you because you're pre-approved. So you can then contact the hospitals and you can say, look, we can recruit for you. What frameworks are you on? And you'll say, oh, well, I'm Workforce Alliance. Okay, great. We use them. Send in your details, similar to how you'd win a traditional contract. You still have to approach, but I'm going to show you how to bid on contracts itself later in the video. So these are the frameworks. So Crown Commercial Service is a good one. NHS Commercial Solutions is decent. London Procurement isn't that fantastic. It's very saturated. It's like there's no demand. Everyone's got their sort of positions in the market, but you can go through it and do that. So I'm going to show you, go onto these websites. Again, I'll link them in the description. So this is what the e-sourcing tool looks like. Now, an e-sourcing tool is basically where you log on. So just register, go onto the link, register, and you'll be able to access what is on their framework, what the bids they've got out. And again, I'll show you how to search that. Again, all the other websites will have their own little bit. You click supplier because you want to be a supplier. This one, I think you have to contract them directly or something like that. But the London Procurement, they've got their own section. You can go through suppliers and you can, there's probably an application form and they refer you to whatever this is. Let's have a look. So this has all the contracts that they've currently got out, I believe. Anyway, so again, this is other ones you can register here. This one's pretty good to use, I would say. And these are all the hospitals that they work with on it. So you can see, look, Queen Elizabeth, Royal Berkshire, etc. Yeah. So this is a good framework to be on. I'll definitely look at this and apply for this one. Now, how do we go about finding a tender to bid on? Again, once we've registered, filled in all the information, we want to find like midwife, and we want to see. So this comes up with all government contracts, all NHS. So this, some of it may be training. So international recruitment. So these guys want you to recruit international midwives, and it will tell you a little bit about it. It will give you the person to contact if you have any questions. They're managing this, and it should say the value of the contract as well. So they're willing to pay over the next X amount of years. It should say they're willing to pay 500k. That's the budget for this. So if you can bring in staff and you're approved, then obviously you're just going to get paid like that. Now, the beauty of recruiting for the NHS or government organizations, the thing is the money will be spent. So if the budget is 5k, chances are that they'll probably go over that 9 times out of 10. Again, this is a supply of agency, nurses, midwife, health visitors, health assistants, and ops department practitioners. Again, so this is with Salisbury NHS. So how would you apply? Let's have a look. Is it through here? Again, this is the collaborative procurement. So we're going to go supplier registration. Again, this has no central hub. Yeah, you can see this is basically the same website, just packaged differently. Again, fill it out. They'll be in touch with you if they feel you're suitable. Now, when you bid on certain tenders, there may be interview processes. Yeah, I'll give you an example. There will probably be one that's very large in value, maybe even more than 2 million, like 200. I wonder who these guys are. Why is the budget so high? 205 million. Procurement and logistics service. So this might be for a multiple amount of, yeah, that's correct. So it's for all of these packaged into one under one framework. So you'll be supplying literally everything. Yeah. And this is just an example on healthcare. So it is boring, it is filling out forms. However, if you can get someone to do it with you, you can fill these forms out. Believe me, you can actually start to recruit. It used to be very difficult, is what I'm trying to say. So you'll notice a lot of these say open to SMEs, open to smaller businesses, because the NHS are looking. Let's search SME. So number of tenders received. So it does say you can. The contract is an SME. No. Anyway, but you typically it does say, look, we're open to SMEs because they're under the impression that they're not allowed to really. They want to share the contracts out, and they realize they get a high level of service from the smaller businesses. So I think moving into 2024, winning contracts can be good. So let me show you what other contracts are available. So if we go and we find a tender, let's try IT. Let me type in NHS, see if anything comes up. Again, these are very, very procurement branded medicines. So even if you're recruiting into other things or you're doing business in other areas, I mean, this hasn't picked up. I don't know why it's showing up like that. But again, if we type in nurses, typically we get councils contracts. So that's a large amount of value that might be provided into all the homes they own, or it might be also awarded suppliers. These are the ones previously awarded, I believe. And you can see the frameworks are massive on these. Again, go through it, use the filters correctly. Awarded. Again, I haven't used the filters correctly, so opportunity right now. We can type nurses, and we can see there's 499 on there. Again, some of these might not be directly recruitment. Dental nurse apprenticeships. So these are like offering apprenticeships. Maybe if we type nurse recruitment, and we're going to show what comes up here. So it's a PSL agreement. So Affinity Water, I don't know what they want, but they're looking to spend 1.7 mil on that. Again, these are not specifically just healthcare. If you're typing in, I don't know why it's pick up the nurses keyword, home cares, despair, respite. And it is just about sifting through, again, international recruitment. Well, I think that's the one we looked at earlier. But again, go through it, have a little look. Dental nurse apprenticeships. Use the filters better than me, type in things better, notice period, industry, etc. But I'm just giving you an idea of what to do. So to recap, ethical recruiters list, go through all these websites on here, register for them on their online portal, because what will happen is these ones, if you want to apply, it should link to wherever buyer's address, and then you'll be prompted to fill out what to fill out. So these are the tenders available. They're looking to spend X amount. You can go through historic ones and see who was awarded, what was awarded. But again, this will make your business so much more valuable if you are able to win one of these contracts, get onto the NHS. Again, this is information that people would typically charge for. It's a messy video, I understand, but you get the idea of how to go about things. Read the emails. The people that are listed are good to contact in terms of they're not clients. They'll get back to you eventually. Yeah, I wouldn't contact them on LinkedIn. I'll say, look, give the if there's a reference number, say, look, this is the position where we're looking to tender on. This is our company. I just need to know, blah blah blah. Yeah, I've got a question about whatever. Yeah, but go through it. Have a little look. I hope this video has been helpful. If you are out of the country, I think you can still bid on these tenders. There's nothing to stop any company abroad even doing these tenders. So good luck. Let me know how you get on and any questions.